Hello everybody and welcome to Action Hank. I'm the Tom and this is my first video and also my review video for this game. Before we get started here, what is Action Hank? Action Hank is... Wait a minute. I'm gonna adjust the volume because it's really loud. There we go. Now Action Hank is a platform racing game similar to Trials or so, but with the aesthetics and soundtrack and the feel of a 90s action hero kind of game. And I really enjoyed that combination. And let's get started here. So we're gonna start with the very first levels.
Action Hank, the world's fastest superhero, now the fastest action figure. Wow, Hank can do it all. Fast jumping reflexes, grappling hook maneuvers.
You've left me no choice. See ya!
Oh yeah, back in action.
As you can see, he is a little bit out of shape, but he can still run and jump like the wind if you make him do it. So yeah, we're gonna race against Gold here. So you have different types of movement. There's running by just holding, you know, the arrow key or the your controller, and there was a bad jump. Then you can jump and you can also slide, which is very beneficial on slopes, downhill slopes. You should never slide upwards unless you're going crazy fast. And that is basically it. Later on there will also be levels where you can hook and swing with a rope or something like that. So this is the very first level. It's a really easy one. And let's do another one. Let's do a Loop of Destiny. No, let's do back to back. Because I want to show you guys some more of this game, because it's not just this kind of story-like single player mode. There is also multiplayer and there is a custom level editor, so you can make your own levels, and that is, I think, really cool in a game like this. Making your own levels, have others race on them and play multiplayer with them. Maybe even on your track. I'm not sure if that is a thing, if that is actually possible, but I still like the idea. And at the end of like every chapter of the game is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 normal tracks where you can earn medals, bronze, silver, gold, or rainbow. And then there's always one challenge against somebody else, another character that you can then unlock by beating them. In this case, we're racing Betsy. And then there's always a... oh my god, that was terrible. And then there is always a challenge where you can, kind of Mario style, collect coins on a parkour, and you have a certain time limit to collect all the coins. And that'll also unlock you new skins for your characters. So we just absolutely destroyed Betsy, but that's alright. And I'm gonna show you guys the multiplayer here. The servers are very stable. I have never really had a disconnect here. Oh, and I was gonna say there's almost always a server up, but unfortunately this time there's not. So I'm now going to show you the build. Like, multiplayer is basically like just racing against against multiple ghosts of your friends, but they're actually playing along with you for a certain time limit that you can set upon opening the lobby. And yeah, it's not like you're racing against their best times and whoever has the fastest time wins or something like that. No, you get 5 minutes and whoever sets the best time in those 5 minutes or whatever time limit you choose, whoever sets the best time wins. So I'm gonna go to the level editor here, and we're gonna make a quick level here. It's just gonna be test level, whatever. The name doesn't matter, you can name it whatever you want. So you start off here with the starting line and on a big wooden block, and then you can zoom out with your mouse wheel to see the entire map. You cannot interact with those objects, you would just, you know, if you build a jump you would just jump through them. And so therefore with tab you open the toy box where you can find all the objects that you can place down. So let's actually start off with, actually, yeah, there you go. You can see that with Q and E you toggle the options of a certain category. For example, I can have a very long of these wooden blocks, I can have a shorter one or a very short one. And let's actually build something pretty basic. And of course you can also put down checkpoints so that when you're playing with or against your friends on this level, you can, you know, have a kind of a reference how you're doing. So let's build this out like here. We're gonna set a checkpoint like right. Oh, wait a minute. Gotta get rid of this, I believe. And then let's put it like here. There we go. There's our first checkpoint. And let's put down 1 or 2 speed boosts here. And then a big ramp. I'm sorry, excuse me. Wow, that was a violent sneeze. And with F2 you can actually test your level out. Also, you should jump. Excuse me. Wow. Man. Anyway, let's try this again. And it's always advisable to kind of stop mid-air so you can, when you go back to the level editor, you can have kind of an idea where you're gonna land. For example, in this case, we should mirror this thing with X and put it like somewhere here. And then we can actually already put the finish line like here. And then try this again. I'm gonna use my controller for this though, for the, you know, for the kind of gameplay kind of thing. Like that. Okay. This was, as I said, this is a really basic level. You can make much more complex levels. I've tried that a little bit. So overall, you know, how do I feel about this game? You know, my #1 criterion for a game to be good is whether or not it's fun. And this is great fun. Like honestly, this game, I love it, and it's just so unique in its thing. Like there aren't very many games like Trials out there. Obviously there is Trials and it's a good game. But with this kind of art style, it just gives it a whole new feel to it. And the music, we gotta talk about the music. The music is awesome. I really loved the kind of music because it fits this theme so well, and it just makes it even more fun to play. I think I'm really gonna play this game a lot, especially on the stream in the future once I actually start streaming. But I don't think I wanna just grind out medals on YouTube videos. So this is gonna do it for Action Henk for now. As I said, I'm gonna be streaming it in the future. But if you enjoyed this episode, please click the like button and also consider buying Action Henk for 15 bucks on Steam. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.